I want to thank you all for making time this afternoon to come to this very important event. To get us started, I would like to welcome our President, Dr. Ben Raymer, to the stage.
Thank you very much. I think I'm in the safe 6-foot area. Where was that study published, by the way? You're supposed to know everything there is to know about medicine at this point in your life, aren't you? Well, I think you do. Welcome, class of 2021, and congratulations to each and every one of you on reaching yet another important milestone in your journey to becoming a physician. Today, we will watch you take the sacred oath of our chosen profession. It is sacred not only because it connects you to a centuries-old tradition, but it is also because it connects you to your future. A future we hope that is filled with patience and the privilege to get to know those individuals in a unique and important way. As a physician, you will celebrate your patients through triumphs in their recoveries. You will walk with them during some of the most difficult and darkest days of their lives. They will take you into confidences they've not shared with anyone. In taking the oath today, you promise to do so with compassion and with integrity. The oath speaks to the fact that you will be asked to be professional and personally throughout your career to be honest and above reproach. As I look over this room and reflect on your years here at UTMB during your medical school training thus far, I'm very heartened with that promise and the oath because I have seen you practice those principles already here on this campus. In your clinical rotations, in your volunteer work, in the classroom, and in the way that you support each other. You truly epitomize the words professionalism and family. Today, we applaud you. We applaud you for your hard work and your many outstanding accomplishments. Your strength of character is certainly one of your greatest strengths. Your resiliency during this period of trial like no other class before you has ever experienced, except maybe the ones in 1917 and 1918. And we applaud you as the future healers because above all other classes, I know that you are going to approach your patients with a new appreciation, particularly those who face devastating illness. We are honored to walk with you for these next few steps. It's just a few weeks before your official graduation. Many of you already have your bags packed and ready to leave the island. I hope for those of you who are staying that you will enjoy your time with us as a house officer. And I hope for those that are leaving, you will always have a bag packed for a trip back to the island to visit your many friends and faculty here. We've invested in you. We care about your future, and we're only a phone call away. We are indeed honored to walk with you. Thank you.
Good afternoon. UTMB class of what? 2021. With match day now behind us, and as you gather to recite the Hippocratic Oath, your medical school graduation is finally at hand. You're entering your final days as a medical student, and I hope enjoying the last part of this experience. I'm sure many of you are thinking about where your medical career will take you, not only the immediate future, but in the long term. Your future is full of possibilities. And as you think about the kind of doctor you are going to be, also take time to appreciate this part of the journey. At this point on your path, the Hippocratic Oath takes on great importance. You're getting ready to make the transition from medical school to medical student to physician. an honorable, noble profession that requires immense dedication, compassion, and strength. When you entered medical school, you chose this path. In fact, I reminded you that many of you begged us to take you into the medical school. Now you must have the discipline to walk that path. The discipline to walk that path. And the world expects nothing less. The reason why we asked you to do a Hippocratic oath is that you now share in a centuries-long tradition where you express verbally your commitment to fulfilling the public expectation of you as a physician. When you take the oath to care for the sick, you're pledging to abide by a code of ethics that has guided generations of physicians for centuries before you. You are stating your commitment to your patients and to the high standards upheld by, again, what I consider our noblest profession, medicine. I'm confident that the training you received here at UTMB has fully prepared you to do just that. Reciting this oath represents the next step along your path toward medical school graduation, as well as your role as a practicing physician. Think about this oath when you get that first beeper call and the folks in the hospital says, "Doctor, what do you want to do?" It's coming soon. And remember that this, along with your residency training, brings you one step closer to serving all the patients who will be entering into your care. Congratulations on the success of your journey so far. I look forward to celebrating graduation with you very soon. And next, we're going to invite Dr. Cristiana Rossellini to administer the oath.
You remember, you give me a podium and I'm going to talk, right? So you knew this was going to happen. This is the last opportunity I have to talk to all of you together, divided in two groups. So I've asked for the permission, and before the oath, I'm going to tell you something, okay? So, good afternoon, class of 2021. You cannot imagine how honored I am to be here with you today as we conclude this first cycle of your medical career. I very much appreciate you choosing me for this noble role of delivering the physician oath. As I'm here in front of you, the first thing that comes to my mind is our very first appointment. Nobody showed up, as Mother Nature had different plans for all of us. In August 2017, when you just started medical school, we had to face the very first obstacle of your medical career. We gently compressed the already very compressed gross anatomy and radiology course, and we did it. You did it. Sure enough, that was only the first obstacle, and many more and greater obstacles would have come. Again, look at you. You did it, guys. Seeing all of you here today, beside reminding me that I have quickly become 4 years older, like this, is a real joy. You have enriched me in so many ways, and now more than ever, you are an inspiration for me, and I'm sure for all of us here, for what we do and how we do it. I feel joy and pride in knowing what kind of people you are and what kind of doctors you will be. In this class, you have all improved your knowledge, developed your critical thinking, and refined your medical intuition. You showed leadership and compassion. Some of you wrote poems, some danced, worked with young kids, elderly people, helped younger students, and all this while learning medicine. After Gar, one of you left a wonderful red rose on top of the tank where a precious donor body taught you the beauty of the human anatomy. This is who you are. Please don't ever forget that. I will never forget that. We are all very proud of you. UTMB is a school of good medicine and good values. I'm here talking to you, but I know what goes on behind the scene, and I know I can talk for everybody here. We have all been here for you with a lot of passion. If we have not always agreed, I can assure you that experience, professionalism, and dedication have guided our decisions always in your best interest. Be proud to be a UTMB graduate and keep up the name of this institution. As we recite the oath, please feel the deep meaning of these words. They are so powerful. They represent our profession in relation to patients, families, colleagues, collaborators, staff, faculty, and please don't forget your future students. As we read these words, you are going to engrave them into your brain. Specifically, if you remember, you're going to engrave them in the hippocampus, neocortex, and amygdala, okay? You are also going to engrave them in your heart and in your hands. And you will always let them guide you through the wonderful things you will do. Congratulations, class of 2021. We are now proceeding with reading the physician oath. I'm asking you to stand, and all of us. We are going to raise our right hand, and you are going to repeat after me. I do solemnly swear by whatever I hold most sacred that I will be loyal to the profession of medicine and just and generous to its members. That I will lead my life and practice my profession in uprightness and honor. That into whatsoever house I shall enter, it shall be for the good of the sick to the utmost of my power, holding myself far aloof from wrong, from corruption, from the tempting of others to vice. That I will exercise my profession solely for the cure of my patients and will give no drug, perform no operation for a criminal purpose, even if solicited, far less suggested. That I will deal truthfully with my patients, respecting their autonomy. That whatsoever I shall see or hear of their lives of men, which is not fitting to be spoken, I will keep inviolably secret. These things do I swear. And now, should I be true to this, my oath, may prosperity and good repute be ever mine. The opposite, should I prove myself forsworn.
And now, shall I be true to this, my oath,
May prosperity and good beauty evermore. The opposite should I prove myself proportional.
Congratulations.
Next, we have Tamir Gaynayem. Give a speech and introduce Dr. Karnath.
Hello, everyone. As many of you know, my name is Tamer Ganayam. Before I give my speech, I just wanted to let you all know that it has been an honor to be your fellow classmate. We've had multiple memories together, some sad, some happy, but I just want everyone to remember that in a little more than 2 months, we will be doctors, and don't forget that that is a huge accomplishment within and of itself. Be proud of yourself, you deserve it. And now, for the reason that I'm up here, throughout our time in medical school, we've been through a lot. We have gone through multiple natural disasters, from hurricanes to polar vortexes to the pandemic. We've also gone through our own struggles within medical school, from GAR to the physiology of CVP to step 1 to the clerkships and then residency applications and interviews. Through all the ups and downs of medical school, we would not have been able to make it where we are now if it was not for our family and friends, but also the faculty of this institution. There have been multiple faculty and residents who have positively impacted us as a class, such as the incredible faculty we have up here. However, one faculty has really had a significantly large impact on us, and that's Dr. Bernard Karnath. Dr. Karnath is a heavily involved faculty within the School of Medicine, possibly the most involved faculty I've encountered during my time. Dr. Karnath is a part of the Linneck Osler Student Society, which was one of my first experiences with him. He would come to our events, such as when we would go to Topgolf. Even though he was busy and had all these other things he had to do, he would still make time for us. He also ran our Practice of Medicine 2 course, which taught me a lot. Like, I'm never gonna be as good at physical exams as Dr. Karnath. That's something I learned very fast, especially the heart murmurs. And for those who have been to St. Vincent's Clinic, you will see Dr. Karnath there. One memory I have with him is during my second year when I saw a patient with multiple health conditions. I was overwhelmed. I had no idea what I was doing, but he went and he addressed it so easily and so flawlessly. It honestly makes me regret the fact I've never done a clinical elective with Dr. Karnath. Aside from that, Dr. Karnath has been a strong support pillar for some of us in our class, helping us when we really need it. That goes to show you the type of person that he is and what he means to this class. He is truly a great clinical educator, a master of physical exams, and someone who truly embodies the love for medicine and teaching students. Because of all this, we would like to give Dr. Karnath the Super Physician Award as a way for us to honor him for all he has done for us. Thank you. Here's the award. Oh, wow.
Next, we're going to have Mr. Alexis Wright give a speech and introduce Dr. Karnath.
Thank you, Dr. Mouton, and congratulations, class of 2021. It's been quite a journey for us, that milestones that a lot of people have had to accomplish. A lot of people in other medical experiences have not. A hurricane, a mini ice storm in our first year, as well as another hurricane, COVID, another hurricane, snowpocalypse, as well as step 1, moving to pass-fail. All of these journeys has shaped you into who you are today. And if it would also not be for the help of each other as colleagues, your friends, your family, as well as our faculty mentors. The oath that we shared today is one of much power in history. As many physicians have spoken it before us, they've changed the field of medicine. Just like the oath has somewhat changed over time and we no longer swear our allegiance to Zeus or things of that sort, we are changing the field of medicine. It's changed from the field of barbers and philosophers to the care of medical individuals and grasping medical concepts that have never been grasped before. And we're fortunate, like the oath that we swore, to be standing on the shoulders of giants who have come before us, and on whose shoulders we will continue to stand upon. But sometimes there are giants among the giants, and one of which has bolstered our medical experience, and that is Dr. Karnath. He is a wonderful individual that we have all had a personal experience with. But what is Bernard Karnath? Is it bountiful knowledge? Brady Kynan? Burger King? We don't know the inner gritty details. It is something that, it is a national treasure that Nicolas Cage cannot fully decipher how Sir William Osler is here incarnate among us, and fortunately at UTMB. But with that, even though we don't know the full inner workings of this wonderful physician, we can all attest in our experiences at St. Vincent's, bedside with him, and even learning his wizardry whenever it comes to stethoscope skills, that there are 6 values that he holds true in his career. And those are humility, creativity, serving the underserved, steadfastness, empathy, and finding joy in the education of his learners and watching them thrive. And this infinity gauntlet of just values that Dr. Karnath has is something that I want you all to remember and to cherish. Whatever you do, whenever you're looking in the future of your career, as it assembles together and you tell yourself, I am a physician, that if you're able to tap into and hold just one of those stones that Dr. Karnath has been able to achieve, whether it be his steadfastness or empathy or just the care for the individuals you work with, that I know for whenever it comes to your medical learners, whenever it comes to your staff, and especially for your patients, that you will be a superhero. And so that is why it's with my pleasure on behalf of the class of 2021 to honor Dr. Karnath with this award of Super Physician.
Thank you, Tamara. Those were some very kind words. Thank you, Alex, for those kind words. I greatly appreciate that. Class of 2021, thank you so much for this honor. It's my honor to have worked with you all of these past 4 years. Congratulations on your accomplishments up to this point. In just 2 short months, you will be graduating from one of the finest medical schools in the country. I have no doubt that you have the skills necessary to succeed. You will soon embark on a journey of lifelong learning and a commitment to the care of others. I'd like to share with you a quote from Sir William Osler on the importance of postgraduate study. Quote, "If the license to practice meant the completion of education, how sad it would be for the practitioner, how distressing to patients. More clearly than any other, the physician should illustrate the truth of Plato's saying that education is a lifelong process." As you transition to residency, I want to give you a few pointers. Always write a good H&P and progress note from scratch. Avoid cut and paste. Get your residents involved early if a patient looks sick. Don't make the same mistake twice, and never pass on information that isn't accurate. The phrase, "I don't know, but I'll find out," is appropriate. Show interest in learning from your attending and resident. Your senior resident will want you to work efficiently and be a good team player. Your attending will want you to demonstrate an interest and improvement in medical knowledge. Show up early and always be reliable. Get to know the hospital and clinical staff on a first-name basis. Greet them as you walk onto the wards and into the clinic every day. Try your best to always be polite and have a good attitude. Smile, even if you are wearing a mask. Please take care of yourselves as you enter your training. Always practice good sleep hygiene and don't overestimate your stamina, resilience, and endurance. To the class of 2021, thank you and good luck.
Okay. Well, congratulations on almost being finished. I didn't prepare a speech or anything because really I wanted you to be able to savor the words of Dr. Karnath. He really is a true UTMB treasure, and we were talking beforehand how we feel that UTMB is one of the finest medical schools, but if it's because we are one of the finest medical schools because of Dr. Karnath. So he makes it better for all of us. So I want to thank you for that lovely recognition. Thank you for choosing Dr. Rostellini to deliver the oath, because I don't get to see her very much, so that was a treat to get to see her. And good luck to you in the future. On your way out, please follow the ushers, and there's a small gift from the Alumni Association that you should take with you on your way out the door. So I look forward to seeing you again as physicians, and in a short period of time, seeing most of you at commencement. So have a good evening.